feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous, I'm ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim rain's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out, okay?
Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., 180 centimeters tall with 188 centimeter reach. And across the ring from him, Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will...
It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. The Gypsy King.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
We welcome you to this beautiful... What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Neither man really defending themselves. Catch and shoot. Lands with the right counter. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
Todd, I've got to give it to the promoter. To pick this place, every ticket, it's like gold dust. You cannot get these tickets. So if you are in this venue, you are watching this fight, trust me, we're lucky to be sat here.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And this with that jab. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. He gets out of the way of that left hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. And he misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch. They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunchers are the best.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them. Good counter left hand there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Perfect counter lands. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And a counter left. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
He just misses with that big right hand. That left counter was perfectly timed. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Nice counter. They're giving us a high-tempo show. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
Misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice job landing with that right hand. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
There's the bell for round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. That left scores. counter right hand again. That's a scoring left hand. Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes the night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he just missed with that left jab. That punch landed. Counter punching. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. Both want the knockout. He just misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Good counterpunching for both these athletes. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. With Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter shot. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Neither man really defending themselves. Both men step back for just a moment. Big right hand just misses. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Tried to score with a jab. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominant.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. That left lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Counter right. They exchange punches. of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Just misses with that jab. Swing and a miss. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That counter shot lands. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 9. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter shot. Looks like he's going to do it. Can you believe this? Got to get out of there. No, we don't see a knockdown. Good left counter that lands. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Another swing and a miss. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. See a jab from these two. Counter punch. Left counter score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Great counter right hand there. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
There's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. That jab doesn't score. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice counter punch. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Both men step back for just a moment. This This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. There's a counter shot. Left counter punch will score. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell for round 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Neither man really defending themselves. Punch, counter punch. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice slip to avoid the jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice exchange here from both men. That punch lands. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Swing and a miss with that jab. Just gets out of the way of that left hand. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.